Welcome back to more of the Game Blind with SammoBam Let's Play of Cook Serve Delicious. I didn't immediately think about calling it Darkest Dungeon this time, so I think I'm kind of getting back into the mindset of playing this game, which is great. So, I believe this is our safety inspection day, which is a little bit scary, but we'll be fine, I think. I kind of want to change the ice cream out, but I don't know what other staple foods there are on the menu. I might take a quick look at it in a little while. Ice cream is fine, but it's inexpensive as a menu item. I'd like to get other items that will get me more revenue. Not that I'm starved for cash right now. I have $3,000 in the bank, which is kind of nice. But you know, it'd be nice to have more, you know. Okay. Not looking forward to the soup upgrade because that means we have to remember what the new soup recipes are. Only mildly scared of that. Chocolate sprinkles. For some reason I was baffled and I couldn't figure out the difference between the chocolate and vanilla. I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, oh, so much nicer to just do the beer. It's just so much nicer. Not that I care. It's not like I drink beer in real life, but you know, serving it's not so bad in this restaurant capacity. Also, I have no idea if the keyboard is going to be super duper loud with this recording session because I'm using a different microphone from the last time I recorded this game. Because I know it's been months since I've played this game. I only recorded like I think 9 episodes of the game, and just sorry, I just had to concentrate for a second while I was making that soup. And like I missed this game. Like I miss a lot of video games that I haven't played in a while, which is why I was talking about Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic last time. Oh good, I did the right thing. I thought I hit the wrong key there. And there's a lot of other things too. You know, I have thought about going back and playing some like old NES and SNES games, possibly some RPGs and things. And I do want to return to some other like Pokemon stuff. I know I did sort of like not like a trial run, but sort of like a trial run of Pokemon. Oops. I was holding down. It's like, why is the beer not pouring? I did sort of a sort of trial of Pokemon Stadium randomized. I do want to continue that for sure. I just have to get up the gumption to actually record it because, you know, I'm still in that sort of feeling out process with the whole YouTube recording stuff, because right now I'm playing what I want to play, and you know that's going to change from week to week because again I only record on the weekends because I have a full-time job and I can't it's not that I can't think about anything other than my job during the week. It's just that my job basically drains the will to live for me every day, and I don't want to do anything after that but just sit around and watch YouTube videos after I finish work. So, you know, I don't have the gumption to record videos or do any Twitch broadcasting after work. Although, because of my current internet situation, I can't really even do any sort of Twitch broadcasting anyway, because it's just I'm working off of a USB Wi-Fi adapter, which in and of itself is not very good. But then I'm also on fairly slow internet, so it really doesn't help very much, because these videos, like a 20-minute video, 20-ish minute video, ends up taking like an hour plus to upload to YouTube, which it really shouldn't. I don't know why it takes that long, but it does. The file sizes aren't like unmanageable. They seem like reasonable enough. I don't know. I could be wrong though. But it would help if I had an Ethernet connection instead of using Wi-Fi for sure. Unless it was like if it was a laptop, obviously it'd be different because it'd be like a dedicated. It'd be built to run using Wi-Fi instead of built to use Ethernet, or to connect to the internet through an Ethernet cable. What am I doing? 2. So it's just kind of I don't know. I would prefer to be able to connect my computer through Ethernet, obviously, but just because of the way the living situation is set up, I don't have that option right now. So we're just sort of stuck with what we've got. And hopefully once we get to a point where we can actually sort of find a not a better place to live, but definitely find like a larger place to live would be nice. And, you know, just sort of a better overall place, I guess. Where I don't have to have stuff in storage. Not that I even needs... I have too much stuff, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I'm trying to say it. I'm jumping all over the place. I'm sorry. I don't know. My brain is just all over the place. I think that's what happens when I play Cook Serve Delicious, is I kind of lose a lot of focus, and I'm just... Well, I lose focus on saying words, but I'm concentrating pretty well on the game itself, obviously, but it just means that there's more stream of consciousness from the words that I'm saying, because I'm not paying as close attention to what I'm saying. I'm not trying to form particularly coherent thoughts. I'm trying sometimes, but obviously not that. I'm not doing very well at it. So, who knows? But anyway, yeah. So the whole thing is that I'm kind of spoiled for choice as far as what games do I want to play for the channel. You know, there's lots of choices. You know, there's you can do NES games, SNES games, Genesis games, Game Boy games, any of the hundreds upon hundreds of games that I have on Steam and GOG and Twitch Prime, or what is, I guess, I don't know, Amazon Gaming or whatever it's called now. You know, there's so many games, and it's hard to pick a game. And it sounds dumb, I know. That it's like, well, you just pick a game and play it. You know, it's that simple, right? It's really not. But I'm trying to go by the whole. I'm just trying to go by, what is this? I don't know what that. Macaroni Truck and Blues. I think they meant macaroni, but I don't know. Okay, passed my inspection. Great. Okay, more about extra events. Equipment. New item is available. What do we have? Dishwasher. I might buy that. Ooh, cell upgrade available. I might buy that too. I think I'm definitely going to buy both, actually. Seeing as how we have a decent amount of money right now. And I know that I've yet again interrupted myself, and I can't remember what I was talking about. I think it was about being spoiled for choice when it comes to video games and that sort of thing. So this just comes with Thousand Island dressing. I don't think I ever upgraded this in my last playthrough, did I? I'm pretty sure I didn't. So this will be interesting. Let's see what happens with this one. I imagine this is going to go terribly. It's going to be a bunch of new recipes, and I don't know what they're going to be. So I guess what I'm just trying to do now is sort of, again, I'm just sort of going with the flow as far as which games to play. Oh, we got the dishwasher. Oh, that makes it so much quicker to go through dishes. So I'm kind of playing the games that I really want to do. Okay, that was pretty easy. So we'll see what happens with that whole thing. I do definitely want to continue Cook Serve Delicious, the entire series, not just the first game. But I also want to go back and pick up the Pokemon series, the randomizers and Pokemon hacks and everything. But I also do want to keep playing Darkest Dungeon, but I also don't want to overload myself and burn myself out. So we'll see. I don't know exactly what to expect, but we'll just see what happens. So we'll play it by ear, and whatever happens, happens. I'm not gonna expect anything in particular to happen. If it ends up becoming too overwhelming, posting 2 videos a day, then I'll go back to 1. You know, right now I'm kind of in a I'm sort of motivated, I guess, to record stuff. Like doing this on the weekends is sort of like I said before, it's sort of like a stress reliever. Although again, playing games like this and Darkest Dungeon as a stress reliever probably doesn't make any sense to most people. But these are weirdly cathartic games for me. So, because again, I can just sort of, in a strange sort of way, I can very easily sort of zen out when I'm playing a game like not Darkest Dungeon. When I can play a game like this, because because my hands do most of the work, I don't really have to think about a lot of these different like recipes and that sort of thing. I just sort of go, and like my hands do most of the work. I don't have to do much work as far as thinking about what I'm doing, which is kind of nice. It's the same reason why I like doing the Pokemon games, because a lot of that is it's a bit more automatic for me than other RPGs or Darkest Dungeon or FTL or any of those sorts of things, which I do want to continue the FTL series for sure. I've just had some issues with recording that because the last time, well, the time before the last time that I tried to do any recording, I didn't set up OBS properly, so only about 3/4 of the game screen was captured, which sucks because I had actually won that round with Mantis A, which is a bad ship. And then the next time when I tried, which is actually this weekend, I made a big mistake, and I teleported my 2 Mantis crew that were the usual fighters onto an unoccupied auto scout ship, and that basically doomed them, because those ships don't have oxygen in them, so your characters just suffocate unless you can teleport them back before they suffocate, which if you only have a level 1 teleporter, you can't do. So I basically just screwed myself not paying attention to the ship that I was fighting. So I'm a little annoyed with myself for messing up that with FTL. I do want to get back to FTL at some point, but I don't know. I'm more feeling the Cook Serve Delicious and the Darkest Dungeon right now. I think now that I've kind of gotten into a rhythm with Darkest Dungeon, I don't want to call it like it's the main game of the channel, because it's not. I don't want to have a main game for the channel. I'm not one of those people that can just play one game for like years straight. That's not my style. I can't do that. I need variety in my life with video games and that sort of stuff. So I would much rather have that's why I started the channel doing multiple games on different days, because I like the variety of being able to play all sorts of different games. And that's why I picked the sort of not strange, but the variety of games that I chose when I started the channel. This is like, I want to play one game that's a bit dark, so I played Darkest Dungeon. Oops, I messed up. Oh well, there goes my perfect record. So I wanted to pick something that was a bit more sort of serious seeming in Darkest Dungeon, and I wanted to play some Pokemon games because that's sort of like a staple for me. Like, I really enjoy that series. Some games in the series more than others. And I want to pick a couple other games like that have been sort of my favorites over the years. So I picked stuff like oh good, that was right. So I picked like Cook Serve Delicious, and I picked FTL. And I do want to return, like I said, I do want to return to FTL, and I do want to return to Pokemon stuff. The issue for me, it's not like an issue, but it's just sort of a thing. Oh, right, okay. Haven't seen that recipe come up in quite some time. The sort of issue that I have with the Pokemon stuff right now is that the next game in the series feasibly should be Pokemon, the 3rd generation games, Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald randomized, and I'm not really a huge fan of those games. I like the Gen 1 remakes, Fire Red and Leaf Green, and again, I'm also not a really particularly big fan of the Gen 4 games, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. I don't know what it is about those ones. It's just they just kind of, they don't quite get me particularly well. The Gen 2 remakes, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, are definitely way up there. As far as like some of like they're my second favorite games in the series behind Red and Blue. So there's that. So it's sort of like I'm trying to decide what I want to do with those games, whether or not I want to dive in to do an Emerald randomizer, even though I don't know exactly where I would have to go in the game sometimes. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I started up a playthrough of Emerald Randomizer just to sort of do in the background, but I kind of got tired of it. which is probably not a good sign for that game. Anyway, we should be talking about Cooks Are Delicious because I failed in my quest for another perfect day, which is unfortunate. We still made $472, which isn't bad. And I made $6 in tips. That's awful. I want more tips. I need more tips, game. All right. On the plus side, the only things we have to do to complete our 1-star requirement are complete 13 more days of service and buy 1 more type of food, which is pretty good, I would say. You got the chocolates. That sounds good. I want chocolate. That sounds great. Another weather alert. Okay. Book fine refunded. Cool. Oh, there's Crazy Dave's bet. Okay. 15 perfect orders in a row. I'm going to take that bet, sir. Then we have, ice cream upgrade. That's going to be a great way to end this episode, is to buy an ice cream upgrade. What do we get from this? We get mint chocolate ice cream, as well as a surplus of whipped cream canisters and fancy nuts. Not just boring nuts, these are fancy nuts. It upgrades the ice cream cost from $4 to $6. Also includes 6 new recipe cards. I might need to practice a couple of those just to see what the new recipes are, or at least to see what the key bindings are. We'll see. I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead and upgrade that. I probably shouldn't have done that right before we do a bet with Crazy Dave, but we'll find out what's going to happen. Anyway, I know these are kind of short episodes, but I figure if I limit the number of days that I do on like an episode of Cooks Are Delicious, then it sort of keeps things a bit breezy. So I figure if I do 2 days worth of cooking and serving and deliciousing, then it's probably for the best. So we're going to stick with that for now. Who knows what's going to happen in the future. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Please do click the like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to the channel. And I will talk to you all next time.